Hi everyone, welcome back to Tara's Take. So today we are going to make this cute little trifold. It's easy. It takes a little more time to decorate because we're going to add some pockets, and you can put anything you want in here. You could do tuck spots, pockets, you could do a little notepad, you could do belly bands, all of the above. This one has two pockets, a smaller one and a longer one. I literally threw the decorations in here on this one. It's got a pocket here. This is like a waterfall flip here for, you can, I just was playing with this when I did it, so I used just the paper that I had been using on everything else. But you could put, coffee dyed paper over this so you'd have a place to write. I just decorated it. I might still do that. And you got a little tag here with some cute little hearts around the top. Let me get my, I've been worried that I've got you guys too far back. Let me pull this out slightly, making sure that you can see. So anyway, yeah, so you've got, like I said, you can just make this into anything, and then you can decorate these outer panels as well. And it's almost like a policy envelope. Oopsie, I bent that. I didn't mean to do that. It's like a policy envelope slash, but it's, well, I wouldn't say slash. It's like a policy envelope in its fold, but there's no closure at the bottom. So it's a folder, a tri-folder. Okay, and you're going to use 12 by 12 paper for this. These are all from the same paper pad. I was going to use these for the pockets and stuff. This piece I was going to use for the inside, or for the actual folder. The reason is because once I fold this, it's going to have stuff upside down on its flap, and I didn't want to put stuff that would be obvious. This is more of a, it's got all this collage-y stuff, so it won't really matter as much. And I don't usually use this. I need to get a bigger one of these, you guys, so that when I do this, it's easier. So where you're going to go is you're going to do 3 1/4, okay, on the one side. And you're going to need, what else will you need? Let's see. You'll need like scissors. You'll need your distressing goodies. There we go. See, because I have this small one, I have to like make it work. Okay, and then we're going to go over here, and we're going to do the same. Actually, I think I might flip it so I can see. Yeah, there we go. I'm doing mine from the bottom. I know this looks weird, but okay. I'm just making sure I'm on the right line. There we go. 3 1/4. Okay. And then just continue there to the bottom. Okay. So those are our two sides. You'll need some glue. I'm trying to do this and think about what you'll need. You'll need some stuff to decorate with. Okay, I'm just folding this in. Okay, now this is gonna look like that. Okay, now I can have it either way I want. It doesn't really matter. I definitely want her to show. Now let me look at my other one. I gotta make sure, how much did I, because I'm sure I took some of the top off. I can see the tear line on that. So let me just check my measurements. I did not measure that part. Yeah, I took about, and you can have it shorter or bigger. I did this one large. I just thought it was kind of cute. It's about the height of a journal. I think it's probably about 8. It's 8 3/4 high. So that would just fit into one of my journals, because mine are usually 9 inches tall. I might bring this one down a little bit, so I'll probably go, yeah. I'll probably go ahead and cut this one, instead of up here, I'll probably cut it to about right there. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get a pencil. Let me grab a pencil behind me. There we go. I'm just going to do a little line right there so I can see it. is it at? There we go. Right here. It's pretty straight. Not too bad. Okay. So yeah, so now it's going to be, you know, a little bit shorter where it'll fit on the page a little more. I had done this one larger because I figured I would put this on the inside of a pocket instead of gluing it down, that it would be more like a floater piece. But this one I'm going to do so that if I want to glue it in, I can. And you'll want to have a little bit of a selection. Now you can do this on a thinner paper as well. It's not really that big a deal. But I'm going to fold this down, and I think I'm going to try to... So I'm folding it down at about inch and a half. Let's check. Yeah, it's probably, yep, about an inch and a half down. Okay. All right. Now, this part, I am just going to cut along here. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I cut just slightly below my fold line. And I'm wondering, should I bring it down at maybe a little bit of an angle? I think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to go ahead. Wait, I want to make sure. I always do this wrong if I don't pay attention to what I'm doing. Let's see, I want it to cut in, yeah. So I'm going to bring these two together, and you'll see what I'm going to do. I went straight across on the other one. I'm going to attempt to do this right. I've seen Tina do this quite a few times in the past. Oh, that's, see, I'm seeing where it's uneven now. So I'm not folding that so that it's going to like stay like a fold, but I'm just bringing these together. And on the inside, I want them to meet in the center. So I'm going to bring this right about, I'm not going to take it very far. I just want it a little bit so that it's not bumping into, okay, so like, see, so like it's coming down. And I'll probably fix that just a little bit. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Sorry, I got messages coming in. So I'm going to go ahead, and this one I'm going to cut at an angle right here, just slightly. And then I'm going to use this like we do on our tags and stuff. Bring it over here so that I can have it at the same, approximately the same angle. Okay. And that should be, yeah, that's good. So you got a little tiny bend right there, but nothing you can really see too bad. And it'll get covered up eventually anyway. Now on this part that I just did, I'm looking to see, I mean, they do meet okay. I think I'm just going to leave them. I'm not going to worry about it. I think it's fine. So you could go rounder. You could like round that a little bit more if you wanted to. I'm not going to worry about it. I did mine at a slant, and I think the way Tina does it is so that it kind of scoops in, you know. But I think I'm fine. And I'm just going to go ahead and get this distressed real quick. And on the white part, I'm probably going to swirl my, either, I don't know. I'm debating now that I'm thinking about it. I may go ahead and spritz this with coffee real quick and then pause for just a few minutes because it'll dry pretty fast because I'm not going to be wetting it down. I'm just browning it. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. Either that or I'm going to swirl some distress on it. How did I do this one? Did I even worry about it? Let's see. Yeah, I just, on this one, I think if I'm not mistaken, I took my larger distress brush. Yeah, and I just went around and kind of swirled it around and made it brown, which is fine. You can do that in any color too. You don't have to do brown if you don't want to. Oops, my phone is dying. I just noticed. Oh, thank you, Lord. I haven't. Oh, come on now, honey. Get that in there. There we go. Ah, just in time. We were at 5%. I would have lost you guys. I can't stand when that happens. It's so irritating. Okay. I'm just making sure my edges are darker. You know what I'm doing. You guys do this all the time too. Okay. I have those, I think I told you about it in Wednesday's video. I have inspection people coming over to my house. I'm going to turn my volume off on my computer so those noises don't keep going off. Anyway, they're coming, they sold the house, which I told you guys. They're coming to inspect the house today. And not looking forward to that. They'll only be here probably for 5 or 10 minutes, but, you know. I told you guys, I don't like it when people come into my home if I haven't invited them. It's like, I get kind of, I know. I'm just kind of a quiet, private person. Yeah, I'm just going to swirl some brown on here and age the paper a little bit. Makes it, I think, a little quicker than doing the pausing and all that. And I only have a little while before they're going to be here, so I need to. They should be here around 1, and it's 11:30 right now, so hopefully they won't be early. The other day, the man who's buying the house was late when he came to look it over. So I think he's the one buying it. He's the only one who's looked at it recently. I did have somebody come. We had a realtor come about last month sometime. I can't remember how long it's been now. It's been weeks, though, like 3 or 4 weeks. She had her buyer, I guess he was out of state, and he was on the phone, and she was walking through my house with her phone, you know, filming everything. So, I mean, I guess it's possible it's him, but I'm thinking it's probably the gentleman I met the other day. He seemed like a nice man. I mean, I just feel like everybody who buys this place is going to eventually sell it because they just find out they bit off more than they can chew, or more than they want to chew, I should say, because this house ends up costing them money. Now, if he just bought it to leave it like it is and go ahead and, you know, just let us stay here and have renters, that's great. But I don't know if that's the case, because it seems like everybody who buys this place, you know, thinks, oh, I'm going to fix it up. And then they don't. I mean, the last guy did. I mean, the first people that bought it after we moved in. So we had this this group that was our management, and then our landlords. And then this man bought the house, him and his wife. He was an elderly gentleman. I've told you about him. We were with him still when you guys met me. But he took on way more than he could chew. He had been a contractor all his life, and he thought, you know, I'll just do this as a fixer-upper. And his wife, after they bought the place, she was like, this is costing us a fortune. No, you know, she put her foot down. And he didn't get to do all the stuff he wanted to do. But he did rewire the house, which was nice. He rewired it. I think that was the biggest major thing he did. He did do a little painting on the roof of some stuff to keep it from leaking, because it was leaking. We found that out in the first rain we went through. But then he ended up selling it to this last guy, and of course this last guy, he did a lot that first month until his group told him, no more, we're not putting any more money into it. Put it on the market. So that's when they decided to sell it, which was like probably 2 or 3 months after they bought it at the most. Yeah, I think it was 2, because he bought it in late May, early June, and sold it, or put it up for sale in August, beginning of August, right around my birthday. So yeah, fun stuff. So we were talking about it to some folks at church yesterday. We went out to eat, had a real nice lunch with 2 couples from church, and it was funny. We were telling them we've had 4 different landlords in less than 4 years. So we kind of feel, like I said on Wednesday, I believe I already said this, we feel like we're living in one of those storefronts or restaurants that keeps getting new buyers and nobody works out. You know, it's just like nobody ever works out in this place. And so there we go. Now we're all distressed up. I don't have to fiddle with that later. So that's good. Did I get that edge? It kind of looks like I did, but didn't. Let's see. Maybe a little darker if I can. Yeah, so anyway, I don't know. There was a time when I had thought, we should buy this place, but my husband's like, no. And now that I don't feel like I got this good enough, but oh well. But now I'm really glad we didn't ever offer for it, because Mike actually asked us, the second owner, he was like, would you like to buy it? And we were no. Yeah, so what I was thinking, these pages all come out of the same kit, like same scrapbook pad. And so here, let me show you so you know which one I'm using. So if you want to get it, if you happen to like the papers, it's this one from Hobby Lobby, the Paper Studio. It's the ephemera one. It's got some really nice pages in it. So, I like it. I've used quite a bit of it. I love these butterflies. I actually did a large punch and punched these out into just the round part and just tipped off the wings. So I use those once in a while to decorate with. But I was thinking that I would do, so I'm just debating, do I want to do the, because this paper is all one-sided. So I'm going to have to, but then whatever I do, I am going to do that waterfall again in the center, but this time I'm going to make it wider, because in the other one I had them pretty narrow, because like I said, I was just kind of decorating off the cuff. I was really just going by the fly, honestly. So I want this one to be longer, whatever I put on here, like the width of the pocket and the width of those waterfalls. And since this is 5.5, it's just shy of 5.5 inches, or just over, 5.5 inches. So I don't know, what is that? I don't know, what are those, eighths? So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 eighths, I guess, is what it is. But what I'm thinking is I'll do I want them about like to here. Let me grab I have it out. Let me grab this so I can see for sure where I want those. Okay, so I'm going to make it, is that about right? My eyeballs are, yeah, that's about right. Okay, so I think I'm going to do it at about 2.5, about 5 inches, yeah, across on my waterfall. So or should I do it at just 5? Yeah, I'm going to do it at 5, okay? So mine's going to be at 5. And so I will go ahead, and I think I'm going to do the butterflies as my middle part of that, like the waterfall part. And then at the bottom, if I can do a pocket, I'll do a pocket. But I'm grabbing this again, because I'm going to go ahead and make sure I've got, yeah, I'm going to do it at 5. I really have to get a new, bigger scoreboard, because, yeah, it just doesn't, I'm constantly, oh, I just cut right through that. Which, well, since I'm going to be cutting it, I guess it's not a big deal. So let's see. I poked that tool right between the bend. Oops, and I went off. I was doing so good. When I'm doing this, there's like a shadow that comes over my stuff, and sometimes I mess up my cuts because of that. Okay, so let's go from this side. Okay, 5 inches. Oh, so I didn't realize or think about it, but that's not going to leave me anything really for, I mean, I could use it as a strip or something. I could use it as a belly band or a pocket in here, which wouldn't be bad. Okay, I just want to make sure I get this right on the line and don't shadow myself. Probably should have just done this with my cutter, but I didn't want to pull it out. I was being lazy. Okay, and I don't know if we'll get to decorate the whole thing today. So yeah, I might use this as a inside as a belly band in there. Okay, now we're gonna do these at, what did I determined how long I wanted them before, and now I forgot. So if I remember correctly, these are 3.5. These are 3.5 inches, I believe. These papers from end to end. Oops. I think, yeah, they were just a little bit under 3.5. So I wanted them to be longer, so I'm gonna do them at 4.5. I think, yeah. Hopefully I will have enough. And this time I am going to pull out my cutter because I don't need to be lazy. I'll just, every time I pull this out, I end up dumping my sewing machine foot goes flying. So that's the sound you hear. All right, so let's see here. What did I say? 4.5? Yeah. So I'm going to do these at 4.5. Okay. Oh, I probably should have just done them at 4, huh? Because I'm not going to have enough. Oh, I'm only going to have 4 of them. Tara Renee. Well, I have another page. So, yeah. So, anyway. Well, because I'm going to be folding this, this will be a pocket. That'll be my pocket. Okay. I'll grab my other butterfly page. I didn't want to use it this way, but I'm going to. So the first one I'm going to cut because I need it at 5. What did I say? 5? Yeah, 5 inches. Okay, long. And then I'm going to do it at 4.5. Oopsie. It's like threw all those across. And then 4.5 again, because we're going to fold an inch on here. Okay, I'm kind of glad I did that because I used the cutter, because now my edges will be nice and straight when I put them up against each other. So that's good. That's good. Now I got to make a bunch of noise to put everything back. So we went to our friend's house yesterday, one of them, and they have like a mobile home, which is kind of what we're looking at. And it was funny because she's so sweet, and she wants us, she keeps suggesting places, which, oh my gosh, it's been so precious and helpful, and I appreciate her so much. And the only thing is we need a little bit more room than a, like we need like a 3-bedroom. I really want to use either 3-bedroom. We need at least 1,500 square feet. And here's why. Because I know how much stuff we own, and I've lived in so many different homes and different sizes. I know about what I need to be comfortable and be able to walk through our house comfortably and have everything put out and not have stuff in storage. And, or also with my crafting, I need a room for that. And I really, if I'm going to have to combine my crafting room with an area to work out in and exercise, I would like to have a room that's really big. So if I had a 2-bedroom place, I would want the 2nd bedroom to be big. You know what I mean? And so theirs is really cute, but the room is a little bit smaller than I think I could. I don't know if I could fit all my stuff in there, and then I wouldn't have any space for any workout equipment, which is what I eventually want, is a home gym again, because I used to have a home gym and I really like that. And so anyway, we need at least 1,500 square feet, or, you know, more than 1,300, let's put it that way, because I know how much furniture we have, and it's like, yeah, it's just, we're not going to fit comfortably, because we're in right now and we're really crowded, but our place is like just over 1,000 square feet. Yeah, it's just, and it's very crowded in here. I mean, we make do, of course. We're comfortable as far, you know, it's home. I guess I just realized I really probably didn't need to do, because the top part's going to be, yeah, I don't really need to distress that. Going to be a lot of distressing edges in this video, so sorry. So I'll just keep talking and hopefully entertain you, and you won't think about it. But anyway, so yeah, but their house was really, really cute. Honestly, it was just adorable. Oh, it's so pretty. I liked it a lot. Made us want to be inside something new. And we found this one, you guys, and we really like it. And it's been on the market for like 56 days, well, 57 days counting today. And because we went back by and looked at it again, because we really like it. It's a beautiful mobile home. It's almost 1,800 square feet. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. And they're only asking $75,000 for it. Can you believe that? I mean, seriously, you know, that's crazy, right? And so we're kind of like, oh my gosh, you know, we really want that place. And so, yeah. Anyway, so we're praying about it. I think I might call the lady who's working on the pre-qualification and tell her that we're really interested in that place. I probably should do that, huh? Because we asked for double that, which isn't a lot nowadays. I mean, you know, in our pre-qual, we asked for double that. And so now I'm kind of like, gosh, maybe we could qualify for that home. And it's just beautiful. It's like I don't know, it's just a really pretty double wide mobile home, but it's big, and inside the pictures are, you know, shows it, and it's very nice. So, okay, so we're gonna go ahead and pull this back out. This time I won't have to. So from the top, we're gonna be measuring an inch. Okay, so 1 inch on each one of these. Okay, is what we're gonna do. Make sure you go from the top so you don't fold the wrong one, in case you're joining in with me. Eventually here, I found a video the other day. I can't remember. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to look in my history because I cannot remember who did it. But she did a waterfall, was it waterfall tag? But the way she did it was so pretty. And I think I'm going to try and do it. And so that's something I'm going to have to do on my own first, definitely, for a prototype, because it will take some practice. And then now we're going to go ahead and fold these. And then I'm also going to grab my bone folder and make sure these are pushed down really, really, really good. Because this paper is thicker. When we first do it, they're probably going to stick up just a little bit, but it's okay. Because once you close it and it's closed down, it does smash it down really good. And then after we do this folding like this, I'm going to go ahead and distress the backs of these pages, because then, since there's no writing on them, I don't have to worry about putting any paper on top, because I want to use this as kind of like a little note, you know, a little waterfall notepad in there that they can write in. Another one I want to do, is those, I did the waterfall pockets in my Scrumptious Junk Journal. I'd like to do those with you guys. Those were fun. And get some ready for other journals, you know. So. And we're going to, what time is it? I'm trying to do this the actual putting of this together might do one whole video, and then maybe on next Wednesday we'll decorate this, because on our next crafting day. I don't know. I've been contemplating doing more videos and just putting them up when I, like always having a Wednesday and Friday like I do, and a Mass Monday, and then possibly just if I make other videos, throw them up in between. You know what I mean? So but I don't want to commit back to a 5 or 7 day schedule again, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I also do, a couple times a month, I do the videos just for the Platinum members. And then, yeah, so I do those as well. So I'm going to do a video this week. We're going to decorate our folio, so get ready for that. Okay. Okay, almost there, guys. Sorry. Oh, and I don't know if you were counting, I did 6 panels for this, so. I made this one shorter. I may not be able to fit all 6 of these on here, but I'm hoping I can. But because I made this one shorter in height, it might not work that way. We'll see. Either way, at the bottom underneath, we're going to put a pocket underneath the waterfall, so. Okay, now on that first one, did I? Oh, I did. Okay. I also want to do, unfortunately, the edges. So what else did I want to tell you guys? Let's see. That's really the most exciting part right now going on with us, is our house and the situation with that. Cordy got a new partner working with him. He's a young man. He's doing a very good job. And Courtney works alone, so he was really, they wanted to team him up, with someone. And this young man actually, though so far, he is working out really, really well. But the good part for Courtney is that he really likes to work by himself, because most people hinder him in the way that he does his job, because they don't want to do the work like he does, and so they're like sitting in the truck waiting for him as he finishes stuff, and that always annoys him. And so, it's kind of like when I used to work in the office and there'd be people who were on the computer playing on Facebook and I'm doing my work. It never bothered me much, because I was kind of like live and let live, but I had coworkers who that would drive them nuts. They were like, how dare that person get away with, fiddling around all day, and I'm over here working my butt off. And I just kind of kept my mouth shut about it, because I was like, whatever, there's days when I take breaks, or, when I relax or whatever. So I always looked at it like that. But with Courtney, he doesn't have those times. He's one of those people who has to be working constantly. He's not happy unless he's doing something. And so when he would have a partner and they didn't do the job like him, it would irritate him. Well, this kid, so far, he's let Courtney train him. He's very respectful. And he's like, yeah, he calls him sir, and because he's a younger guy. And Courtney's very impressed with him. So, but the good part for Cordy is that if he doesn't work out, or if somebody doesn't work out with him, he lets the owner know, the owner of the company, look, I can't work with this person, and they'll move the person to some other spot, because they really respect Courtney's judgment, because he's such a loyal employee. And he has integrity, and they know if he's telling them something that it's true, it's a blessing to have that kind of respect, right, from your employer, that they listen to you. That's so rare anymore. It seems like so many people are treated unfairly at their jobs and stuff. And Cordy's had plenty of that too, where he's been looked over and mistreated by people that he didn't deserve to be treated that way. Like that last boss he had who messed him over so bad with his taxes and everything, and then acted like it was Courtney's fault. It's crazy. And he's no longer in business. We found out his business is closed down. So, you know, you can't, my grandma would say, the Lord won't bless that behavior. You know, when you're a cheater, when you're corrupt and you're doing corrupt things, you know, mistreating people or misusing people or whatever. I have a tiny little nick in my paper right there. But anyway, so yeah. Okay, guys, so now we're all distressed up. Thank goodness. That took forever. Felt like forever. All right, where's my, when I do it, I'm like, where'd my paper go? I have no idea what I do with it. Oh, here it is. Okay, so now we're going to glue these in. And so we want to make sure that these are pressed down really nice and flat. Oh, you know what? We're not done because I forgot to do this top part. Tara, Tara, Tara. Okay, so this part is going to be, it's going to be like that. And I want to look, because I made this shorter, I'm probably not going to be able to use all 6 of these. I'm just measuring to see. If I bring that up close to the top, I got that one there. It's probably only going to take like 4, I bet. Let's see. Because they'll hang out the bottom if I do any more than that. That's so stupid. I didn't have to cut that other piece of paper because I wasn't going to need it anyway. Yep. I'm pretty sure if I do 5, they're gonna hang out the bottom. Let's see. Yeah. I could probably just maybe squeeze it in. I'm gonna go ahead and put 1 in and see how it does. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna bring your let's pick the one we want at the top. This I gotta pick the right one for the top piece. So do I want the pink, or do I want the yellow? I think I want the pink one with the blue on the side. Make sure you distress it before you start, because you're not going to really have a way to get to this. That's why I'm putting you through all this distressing. Okay, so you're just going to, on the back part of this paper, okay, on your fold, you're going to put glue on that little flap. A little hingy flap here. If you've never made these, they're fun. They just kind of give a little extra interest, I think, too. And then we're going to bring this, I'm going to bring it to about right there. Try to even it out. Looks good. Okay. All right. There's the first one, and then next one, I'll go ahead and use this. And you're going to butt that right up against that one, okay? So make sure you've pushed it up against that 1-inch edge. Making sure this is actually... Okay. And again, you're going to glue. And you want to make sure that first one that you get it as straight as possible, because everybody else below that is going to be, that's going to be your navigator, okay? Right. I'm going to take that again right up against that edge and make sure it's nice and straight. Okay. Oops, see, I'm a little off. How am I off? That is a straight cut. But you know what? I must have been off on my cut on the edge, because I can see it. Look at that. Can you see that? We are going to attempt... I'm always doing stuff like this and then having to come back in and be like, okay, I've got to fix it. Which side was out? So it was this side, just slightly. Okay. I can only see it when it's closed, you can tell. Okay, so I'm going to have to bring it this way and just barely. I don't like this. I don't want to mess it up, but I also don't want it hanging over that edge. And it's not the whole thing, it's just a little bit. That's a little better. And that part will need Okay. Hopefully I can get this right. Let's see. Yep, it looks like I've got just the tiniest bit on the edge of this one as well, so I don't know how I managed it, but I'm going to try to take off a hair of it when I probably, like I told you not to do, I probably put that first one in just slightly crooked, and so it's causing the rest of them to look like, yeah, that's good enough. That's good enough. It's causing the rest of them to look like they're a little bit bigger than the other one. I always have to make some little mistake. And see, I even measured and used my scoreboard and all that good stuff. I even used my cutter. That's why I always tell you guys, it doesn't matter for me if I do it by hand or I do it with my cutter. I'm still going to slightly screw stuff up because that's me. That's me. See, it's still a little bit. If I take it over just a touch, it's good enough. Okay. And this is so cute. And then one more, and I maybe will be able to fit the fifth one and then maybe trim the bottom off. But I may just leave it and make it into a pocket, you know, use it as a pocket. Because that's fine. Not a big deal. Still gives them 4 spots to write, you know. Sorry, my glue's got goopy on the end here. Okay. All right. Oops, went up too high. There we go. Oh, I went way off on this one. I moved it accidentally. That's the good thing about tacky glue. It doesn't commit you to anything permanent until a few seconds in. You know, you can still move it. Now this side's off a little bit by what I just did. I'm not sure what I just did, but it's okay. It's cute. They're cute. I'm going to trim it just this hair right here. Let's see. It's better, but maybe a tad more. There, that's good enough. Okay. So there we go. Now let me see this one. Let's just check. Yep. Okay, it fits. And I would still have room for a pocket here, a small pocket. Or I could go ahead and put this as a pocket instead. Which I think I might put the other one because that way it doesn't have the same print at the bottom. It looks a little different. And to reinforce this pocket, I think I'll just go ahead and glue this in, this little flap. And that'll reinforce the top some. We're just going to smush this glue a little bit here. There. Okay. I'll do this again. Now, I was thinking, let me grab, I have to actually find the one I was using the other day, and I was thinking that was so cute that I might do it on this one too. It's little hearts. If I can get this to work. It's not the easiest to put, but they're so cute. Look at that. Isn't that sweet? Little pockets or little heart corners. This punch came from Pammy. Thank you, Pammy. There we go. She sent me a bunch of punches last year. And I think I may do a tag or something, so I'll go ahead and leave that out. And then hit this corners with, I'm glad I went ahead and did the reinforcement now because of the punch I just used, because that could have really weakened the edge, but now the top of the pocket will be stronger. Okay, yeah, that's cute. And it's not going to be like, I'm only going to close, I'm going to close from that edge to that edge. I started to think I was going to do it around the hearts, but I'm not. So that top part will be open. There we go. All right. Let's see. Try to center this as best I can. So there's my inside pocket. That's cute. Pucker it a little bit so you can, once it dries, it won't matter that this is up because it'll be dry. Okay. So there's our center part, and then now, where's that piece I had here? Now, we could do a belly band on the side, or I can use, and I do have some, I have like other pieces here that I can, and I have a whole other piece. So we could do the whole inside as butterflies if we wanted. But I was thinking to maybe do like, let's see, do I want to do a folded one? Let me see here. I decided it'd be kind of fun to have. Okay, so I go like that. That was totally crooked. Saw that. So what I was thinking was we could have this here and it could open, or we could do like, I gotta trim that. That's really bad. There. Okay, that's better. Now, before I do anything else, let me just go ahead with the task of this. That way I'm not staring at bright white paper. I'm not sure if I'm going to add like a tuck pocket, not a pocket, but fold this so that it has a tuck inside and then a writing space. Probably didn't make it quite wide enough, but let's see. I'll show you what I mean. So if I, let's see, if I tucked this up and then had it fold closed, so when you opened it, it had a pocket and a place to write. I don't know. It still looks crooked to me. That side right here. Right. Or just go ahead and put this as a little, maybe I'll just do a little flip and they can write here and then it'll cover and they can write on it. instead of a pocket on this side. So yeah, I'm going to do that. So I'll just fold this over about a little less than an inch. Don't need to be a huge flip. And then go ahead and trim this down so that it's okay. Should I have done that side? Is that the upright side? Oh, I think it is. It's okay. I didn't realize that there was, because these keys are all going in different directions. However, that I think looks a little better because now these look like they're going in the right way. Of course, these are upside down. No big deal, right? I'm being way too anal about it. Okay. So I'm going to trim right here. See how straight I can make this. Can she make it straight? We will see, won't we? So this can be like a little flip open where they can, right? And then I think I'll put a little pocket down under the bottom here so they can write up here. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, okay. I'm going to go ahead and straighten this just a little bit more. When it's up against here, I can see that that's when I can see the little bit of offness there. Okay. Oh, you know what? I'm going to cut a piece of this to go. Well, I've got these over here, so I think I'll use these because they're already, this one's already, no. Sorry, guys. I'm not finishing my thought. What I was thinking was this one's already done on the inside, but then I realized I'm going to glue this in as a pocket, so it's really not going to matter, and I should probably trim it before I do all that. So I'm going to make it just the butterfly. So I'm going to go ahead and take this off, and I'm going to take, how much more? Go ahead and straighten that as much as I can, and then I'm going to take, yeah, probably going to have to give it a little bit more, yep, which is fine. I'll come on this side. Let's see. Good enough. Little tiny trim right here. There we go. And you know what? We're going to go ahead and round these corners on the bottom. I'll leave the top alone. Okay. I'm going to wet this ink a little bit. My pad is starting to be a little bit funky. Got to be careful when you do that though, because it makes your ink really, you're strong. It's oxide on this, but it makes it really strong because it's so reactive to the water. Okay, there we go. Now that'll go there. So glue this one in. Yeah, we'll get the structure of this down and then we'll decorate it in the next video because, yeah, there's not going to be enough time to decorate it. What time is it? Yeah, it's already almost an hour. I'm not spending an hour and a half. Oh, it'll be 2 hours if I do that because, you know, when I'm decorating, I'm very focused and I like to make sure that I have it how I want it, and I tend to be slow. That's my point. I tend to be slow. Trying to be careful. I vacuumed in here and I don't want to make a huge mess on the floor. So now we have this little flip, which I kind of like having that because, and I think I'll have this come down just a little bit so you can see it underneath. Oh, you know what? No, it's okay. I'll just have to have it right up against that when I glue it in. Okay, so taking my glue along here. if you guys make any with me, I would love to see what you do. And you can show us on our Facebook group. If you're not a member, come over and join us at Tara's Take Family on Facebook. The link is below. That's a little bit crooked. I can see that now. That sucks, but it's going to have to do. And yeah, I would love to see what you guys create. Okay, or you can show me on Instagram at Tara's Take Family again. Just hit me up over there. So now I will be able to decorate the outside of this a little bit. And then there'll be this writing space. We have a pocket. Then we have our little flip. We have another pocket. This is so cute. I like this. And then we have another spot here. And I was thinking, like I said, I might do a belly band. Which way would I want to do that? And then we could tuck like a little tag behind there, or a journal card, you know, a small skinny journal card. And we can put a tag in here. We can put a tag or a journal card in here. Yeah, I like these. I think they're fun. And they're interactive, which I always like. I'm debating, do I want to put like another side pocket here, or do I want, I'm going to do the belly band. I think that'll be fun. I just got to decide if I want these guys like this, or if I want these guys like that. Which way, guys? What do you think? This one or this one, basically? Yeah, I think I'll do it this way. I cut that crooked, I can see that. And then I think I'll go ahead. I'm kind of tempted instead to like tear this at the bottom instead, now that I already did that, and have it torn. Yeah, I think I will. I don't have to cut him off to, I just think it might look kind of cute. There. Okay. And then maybe let's rough up these edges a little bit. Not a lot. We don't want to tear the paper. I don't want to tear this paper. I don't mind it sometimes when it's torn, but I just want it rough. A little bit rough. Okay. Now, I got to remember I just wet that down, so I have to be careful. See. Okay, so I don't want that to look like it's like when I wet it down. You gotta, like I said, you gotta be careful when you use it, because that water reacts in that oxide real quick. And see, it kind of makes this hairy look, almost a stringy look when it's wet like that. I know I don't need to do this, but you know me, I just, because of the fact that it's a belly band, those edges are going to show a little bit. Possibly, just possibly, I don't know. Just hitting it a little bit. There we go. Now, go ahead and, come on, stick this little guy down. I like belly bands. I don't use them. I don't do them nearly enough, I think. So. And I always kind of pucker mine just slightly, not a lot, but just a little bit, so that they're easier to slide things under, you know. So like whatever goes under here is going to have to be thin. It can't be too thick. So I'll have to measure, you know, whatever I put there. There we go. Okay, so there's the inside. So now we have this, okay, and then you open it, and you have that, and then you have this, which is so much fun. So cute. I'm going to go ahead and make the closure really quick, because these don't take that long. and then it'll be ready to decorate next time. Does that match? It almost does. Okay, I'm just grabbing the plain ones here. You can make these out of, I actually could make some out of this paper if I wanted to. Should I? I don't know. I could just punch the paper or the key. Oh, we could do the key. Let's do that. Let's try it. Let's see. I've got a torn side over here. I think I'll use that side. Let's see how they look. Oh, I didn't even go all the way. Duh. Let's grab this guy right here. Oh, Tara, come on. What is it doing? There. That part is kind of cool. Let's see here. There. And then what I'll do is I'll just attach these to these two. Throw this one away. Actually, that might be cute on the edge of a page. You know, like I'm not going to worry about it, but it might be. Okay, now I'm going to use my art glitter glue for this real quick because, oh, look at that brown from the needle or the pin that was in there. And I'm just going to glue these together real quick, okay, so that, there we go. Okay, I like, there we go. You know what? I threw those back in there, and I don't know why I did that, because I'm going to need them for the back part of this. Oh, sorry. So sorry. Okay. That was really loud. Glass on glass. Oh my gosh, did I get a flat spot on this one too? I think I did. I am such a ditz. Yeah, I did. Like just a teeny tiny part of there is like flat. You can barely see it. I'll just darken it and hopefully it won't be a big deal. There we go. Just distress these edges a little bit. Okay. Now, I've done these with you guys before, huh? How I do them. There. It's a little bit off, I guess. But where's my punch? Where's my little punch? Here we go. Okay. So I just use my little squares, the 1-inch squares here, because these are 1 inch, and I put it in the center and then kind of just grab the center there. And then I push it down. And since I've got this right here, I'm going to go ahead and hopefully I'm on there. There we go. And then that way it's there. You can also just do it together like I should have in the first place. Okay, put it there again. Guesstimate that center. Looks pretty close right there. There we go. Okay, now let me grab my brads. And I'm going to try to grab two of the same of these little guys. I like these short ones for the one side. And then I do use the longer ones on the side where I put my, that's what the colors I want. There we go. I like that bronzy one there. Yeah, those are the same. Okay, so one's longer than the other, and the reason for that is because the one I am going to use the string on, and I just like it a little longer because I can wrap that string around, and then I trim off the edges because it is a little bit too much. And I just press that down real good with my something hard, doesn't matter. So on this one, I just kind of open it a little bit. If you've never, I can't believe I'm all the way over here. If you've never seen me do it, I just kind of open the brad a little bit. Okay, make sure I'm on the even spot. Now, I'm going to grab my string, where is it? And we're going to use on this one, I think I'll use, I think I have some brown here. I did. Well, I have green, I have burgundy, and it looks like I have maroon and pink. Huh. I thought I could have sworn I had brown too. Wait, here it is. I found it because I think I want brown on this one. I don't have any lavender or anything. Yeah, this one's brown. So I don't measure it. I just chop off a big piece, and y'all know. And then I run it under my distress ink. Okay, like so. So I can kind of darken it. Make it look older. Okay, now what I do is I take that and I tie this in a knot like so, and I lasso this and then tie it. For me, that has just been the easiest way for me to do this. Okay, and then I take these brad arms and stick them down. Okay, that's uneven for whatever reason. That's not good. I'm trying to twist this and get it in the right spot. There we go. Okay. All right, and then you just trim that off. And I have my hot glue, believe it or not, ready. It's still not even. That was the one I held separately. I shouldn't have done it like that. It's about as even as it's going to get, it looks like. It's going to be a little bit off, but it's all right. Anyway, so now I want, this one is going to be down here, okay, somewhere, and this one's going to be at the top. So put this glue on the back. Now that's going to be nice and sealed for you. Oops, I got a little bit there. Don't want that. Okay. Try and get that as centered, and I like to have my string coming down. Okay, like so. Oops, a little high. Okay. And then this one, I'll do the same thing, but no string. Okay, about there. Okay. And then the first time, I usually run my nail around this edge just to make sure it's open. I have a little bit of glue seepage here, so we'll just pull that off. Okay. And once you do it a couple times, it's pretty good. Okay. And then I usually do it 3 times and snip. So I tore a lot extra off, as you can see, but there we go. There's the closure, and next time we come together, we will decorate this little cutie pie, and we'll put some journal cards in it, and we'll decorate our flaps a little bit. We don't need a ton of decoration because we've used pretty paper. Now this side I probably will do, you know, something decorative on it, and it also needs, you know, it's got its little kind of pucker there, so it'll flatten out though. These held down really well. Usually with thicker paper they don't do it that well, but I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, that you felt inspired to give it a try with me or give it a try by yourself afterwards. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for spending time with me. God bless you. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and become a part of the Terrace Take family. I love you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.